Alright, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Average Men. And we got the double dose of hosts. I am your host, one of them, Bujeti. I am here, followed by my man, the one and only, Small World.
23.
Hey, we here, we in the mix. So, hey, last time,
Yeah.
we talked about a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
and it went somewhere. It was going deep, and it's, I feel like we should get a little bit deeper, especially when it gets to these type of conversations.
She said that too. She said that too. She said that too. She said that too. I just thought you know what? That's another time she said that. Go ahead. So we was dealing deep into the situation. We did. Because she was coming with some hella fire questions. And I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't gonna tell you which one, but one of them just guys had me like, wow, really? Did he ask? Fuck. But nah, it was cool, But he do it, that's Bujeti, so he gonna do what he do.
Hey, I gotta do it.
And pop up with some wild ass shit on you, but you gotta be prepared. Hey, your grown man pants on, come sit down here.
Speaking of wild, we can get off topic a little bit. Let the fans really actually get to know you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What's the wildest thing you can actually think of?
Oh my gracious! What's what?
Wildest experience that you had as a young guy. Let's say pre children. When your wildest youth wise.
We talked about this on our last part. We did. We asked me this question and I said it. And I don't think I should have to talk about that. Hey. Okay. Well, damn. I was one of them cheering that was really promiscuous with women, I didn't care if I was going to get ass whooping or anything. I like big butts, and I could not lie. Got a lot of ass whoopings. Fuck it, I still try. I did. I squeezed women's titties and shit. If they had big nipples, I was like, can I, get milk? I was nasty. I really was. My mother whooped my ass all the time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my wildest situation is that I fucked my babysitter. She was the babysitter. I fucked the babysitter. She was off the chain with hers, man. She was off the chain, but I never wanted to stay in the house by myself again. I always wanted a babysitter. I really did, but I was terrible. I was fucking terrible.
I mean, we ain't 6 feet, right? So we know what's up, right? But at your time that we talk about, right? Obviously, you had to climb in order to get in, right?
Nah, nigga, we all saying hey when we laying down. What the fuck? I was. You got you. Hey. No, I actually, damn, everything she did, she just did on me, you know what I'm saying? It was wild, she just showed me a lot of things that was way before my time, but, that was young. That, as far as being a young buck, that was my craziest, because I remember it like it was yesterday, but as my teen passed, like, after my teens into my I'm gonna say my 1920s. No, I'm gonna say when I got into my wildest joint, because I was already wild with it, so everything else is jive normal to me. But the most spontaneous is outdoor experience. I ain't gonna say no names, none of that, but
No names.
I had a wild ass experience at the Nissan Pavilion. The shit was off the chain. There It was a wild experience.
We ain't gotta go into detail.
Yeah, we tried, you know. I got it in there. I got it in there right there. I got it in there. I got it in off the highway. You know, but the Nissan Pavilion was the hottest because it was Eminem. Damn. Eminem, his show. We did it right there. We ain't kid.
Right then.
Right then and there. Hey man, hey, right there and there at the fucking entrance of the place.
So he on the stage screaming, "You lose yourself," and you lose
I lost
your
my
pants.
motherfucking mind. I was losing, man. Let me tell you something. What?
If the wheels can talk, but it's okay.
If the hood can talk.
I just want to know. It brings me back to that, the time because you said you was promiscuous, especially as a young guy.
Yeah.
About what age do you think, on average, do you think that we start to be that promiscuous young guy where we trying to, experience some things? You feel me?
Be honest, I think it's I think that I think it was in me to be promiscuous. So when I was straight out of my mama's womb, I dropped out of her womb, and I knew right then and there it was destined that I fucking lied. That I like to see women's bodies in the art form of. I didn't give a shit about it being big girls. That's beautiful. I didn't give a fuck about it, being slim. That's your shit, that's beautiful and new. If you medium size, all right, nice. You know what I'm saying? But me, I like me a biggie girl. Let me tell you something. It's a playground. A lot of places, a lot of creases, a lot of everything. You gotta be open-minded when you're dealing with a woman of size. You can't be this little boy. You gotta know what you're doing, because they get up there and they put that thing back there and say, "Get behind it, Charlie." Shit. Let me tell you something. I put a 2x4 on my back, grab my rope. She be like, "What's that for?" I say, "Hold on." She said, "To what?" "The rope." She had me, "Yaka!" "What?" "It's on the cracking. Let's go. Hey. You gotta get her to hold that joint though. Gotta get her to hold that thing. You say, "Hey." She said, I want to see what you gonna do with all this. All right, you got the right cowboy now, baby. Boy, you put the 2x4 on your back. See, you got to support your back. Keep your arch right. Hey.
See?
You behind her, you got the rope around her. She got to put the rope, tell her, grab her by her, get her hand in the rope. Now she gonna be holding that rope. She ain't gonna let the rope go because you behind her, and you give it to her. So the more she reclines with that rope, you just in that thing, pack it out. You know what I'm saying? And the 2x4 gonna make sure that your little ass don't fly off nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, I was a nigga. I was only 4-something foot and 4'11", some shit like that at the time. I'm behind a drink that's like 6-something. The fuck? I mean, shit. I'm basically like this with a whole lot of ass there, just workout station. You know what I'm saying? Workout station. You know what I'm saying? Serious. I don't give a fuck, nigga. What, bitch? What? Talk to me. Tell me. They back that thing, just moving that thing like a hippo. Bam, boom, pow, take it, motherfucker. I'm like, oh shit, you nasty. Smack it out.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and shout out to all the the plus size female out
Love
there.
him. Love him.
Because he
Wettest. Excuse my language. I don't give a fuck.
He just went on a symphony for y'all.
I did shit. Hey, let me tell you something, y'all. Amazon big girls do something wonderful too. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, look here. They got that mayonnaise. Did you see my wash? That mayonnaise pussy. When you get inside that joke, it's like sound like you stirring mayonnaise and it catch that air bubble. You know it's good. Like Miracle Whip or something. So I'm trying to, man, y'all ain't had no good pussy. Y'all had some good pussy. Fuck all that. And you know what? I said this before, and I can keep saying it. There was a lot of y'all that didn't want to do nothing with a big girl. A plus size woman. A thick mom. Yeah, she got, yeah. Uh-huh. She got a little bit of stomach, but that's all right. I don't give a fuck if you got a lot of stomach. Hey, that thing, it's some good pussy up under all that extra stuff. I want y'all fellas to know it's some good pussy underneath all that goddamn stuff. If you got to yank it, to shank it, do your thing. Because I did it. Yep, I did it.
On that note, I'm going to go ahead and take my sip, because this nigga right here.
I did it. I didn't give a shit. I did it. And I'm going to drink to that. And I'll drink to that.
I'm going to tell you, because, your love for... When did you actually,
I always loved me a thick chick. I don't like a thick woman. I like a thick one. When I was young, I had a thick girl.
Was your thick...
My girlfriend, when I was about, I'm going to say I had to be like 9, 10 years old. I was loving her because she was a big girl. And at that time, I didn't know if you... a big girl, you gonna automatically have what my imagination thought was, you got titties, big old butt. I love that cushion when they hug you. It was good in the winter, extra good in the summer, because she smell the suffers, you know what I'm saying? But then you also had the times they let you know, don't fuck with that one. Oh, she don't bathe. Don't do that. But don't get it twisted, because it was skinny chicks that did the same thing. But okay, we'll skip past that right there. I knew that a skinny chick, they do their thing. I ain't gonna never take it away from them. They know they got their tricks and trades. But when you can see a thick girl do cartwheels, land down, do splits, pop that ass, get it back up, and stand back up like ain't nothing happened. Boy, I was, she called me Bob Evans.
Let's hurry up and get
I made her my breakfast.
Yeah, enough on the big girl topic. Let's go ahead and get deep dive into this motherfucker. Okay. And that wasn't even the first question. You know what?
Go ahead.
How can we fix the economy and the black culture today?
Well, on the up and up, definitely we just need to stop bullshitting and really invest in our own people. And I don't mean just because it's a black-owned brand and it's sold at Walmart, you still go there and buy that. No, you're still giving money to another whole industry that ain't got shit to do with us, because they ain't investing their money in us. We keep throwing our money into them, so we got to stay away from that. We got to go to them little boutiques that we see around the neighborhood. And, excuse me, you may see one black woman in there. She got like 10 set, like enough little dresses, a couple little things for guys, but she got her accessories going on and everything. Instead of going down to Neiman Market and going down to Macy's and places like that and saying, yeah, I'm going to spend my money, go on in there, buy from her, Support her business. Stop overlooking that shit, because we need that, We got restaurants out here that's black-owned. Go to them, eat there. If you're going to waste your money and not cook inside, you won't automatically want to eat something outside. Go to a black-owned business and do that. Support them. Stop walking past them because Monson or somebody got a little something going on with they beef and broccoli. Man, fuck all that, man. Step out of your comfort zones. Go to the vegan places. There's a lot of black-owned vegan places. And the food's actually torch. That's how y'all young folks say torch, it's fire, bomb, bumping, as we say in DC, bumping. So, what I'm saying? That thing, yeah, ain't nothing like it, I'm trying to tell you, I've had vegan, it's pretty good, man. Y'all got to try it out, man. Give your body something different to enlighten on. But on the stronger matter of what we were saying, also, we got little businesses that's ran by people. They clothing business, support them, buy a shirt here and there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt you. Why not be versatile? You ain't gotta go to the same store and get everything just on that one place. Hey, go to other places and shop with them too. Spread your love. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna support them all. Don't just support just one. And it's not to take nothing away from nobody, but if you're gonna support them all if you can. But stop letting that money fall back into the hands of those who really don't give a shit. We got a president that's sitting there making sure we understand that, hey, it's about us or nothing. No. Put that money back into us. Even with the books we read, black authors, black publishers, the ones who find a black publishing group and just get that. Buy your book off of them, you know what I'm saying? Get your book written through them stuff. Stop going to these other places where they're gonna flip-flap and make your shit that, I didn't say that, and I damn sure didn't want my book to sound like that. No, I want my rights to my stuff. Stay within our own, make it happen. We can regenerate. We can basically come up over top of everything when it comes to being financially, business-wise, everything. We're very intelligent if we stop BSing about what we are instead of keep pulling each other like crabs and just, hey, put that investment in is needed. Our children need to see that. They got to see us investing in our own people instead of keep running everywhere else. If we ever gonna have any wealth for our children, their children, gotta stop. Break a lot of the curses and say, hey, we're gonna work together and make some shit happen. But stop taking money to Walmart, Target, Mercedes places, you go to all these other, even markets, certain markets, you go to Walgreens, look at their prices. Where's T there? You look at, what's that other one? Where's T that got the apples and fruits on their little bags, so it's the
Yes Market.
Who?
The Yes Market.
Yeah, Yes Markets, and also the other one, they always Whole Foods. Them. They're another one, man. Look at here. They charge you an arm and leg because they make sure their groceries come fresh, but they'll let that other type of shit flow into your neighborhoods. That's bullshit. Fuck shopping at them. Start going and finding people who got cattle. If that's the case, black farmers that got cattle, buy from them. Buy from them. Get your lazy asses up and learn how to survive, because everything ain't gonna be given no more when you ain't gonna know how to cut a cow up and know what parts you can be able to keep her. Go buy off a farm. Support a black farmer. Buy from their cattle, their chickens, they pig, whatever. If you eat pork, go get your bacon from them. If you eat just chicken, buy your chickens from them. If all you want to do is combine and eat eggs and drink milk all day, from a black-owned farmer. Rise up, man. Stop bullshit.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the main ways that we can actually change, make a change. But I think the way to actually do it is applying the order of starting back that nuclear family. Because when you actually have that nuclear family, it will then set that trend as to what it looks like for whenever you grow up. You will want that family. You just start to set that trend inside the house where you're a representation of what you want your son or your daughter to be moving forward in life. When you do that, then you don't have to worry about the outside world, because guess what? When each of our cultures set that standard in each house, they're of a representation of their parents, just as well as everybody else. So it will start to like trickle down to it's more of a familiarity as opposed to it's oh, that's just another human being and I shouldn't be close to him. Nah, Now it'll be that, okay, we all have that certain type of structure. And now we all starting embracing each other as one because we have that type of structure. Like, yeah, you got a father in the house? Yeah, I got a father in the house too. Yeah, he told you about, this, that, and the third, how to become a man? Yeah, he told me that way too. Damn. So, yeah, you got a good father in the house too. Yeah, man, we ain't got to go that route. Oh, yeah, now we can do this. Instead of just having people at odds because they don't even know why they at odds.
Yeah, pretty much.
You feel me? And that starts with the structure because most people don't even know why they at odds. Can't even tell them why it even started. So, like I said, to get back to that nuclear family, everything else will start to follow suit. Everything. You wouldn't have to worry about anything when it comes to how your life, how your kids' life, how their children's life, it will start to progress into a generational benefit as opposed to a generational curse.
You see that's why that's the philosopher sometimes. He be on these questionnaires, but he get to going into it, and he'll take you from streetwise to some. Hey, you be sitting Harvard listening to him speak. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee y'all understand his language. Y'all was probably looking at me like this guy, but with this guy here, y'all ears open like y'all tingling. Them little rat inside me. No, my bad. Did I say that? Them little ears that go off and act stupid, they listening. They know they say he educated. I said it like that. Fuck you. I ain't gonna say it your way. Educated. He is. He knew. You see how he pronunciation note his words? Everyone was crisp. Mine's, y'all was like, it ain't shit. But it's okay. Fuck you. Fuck. Hey, real talk though. Hey, real. I ain't playing. That's how I feel. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Real shit. But I'm telling you like it is. Y'all know I ain't dumb, so that's all that matters. Thank you.
And we talk so much about this, this nuclear family, right? And more so is because, if you notice, like the radio.
Mine wasn't nuclear. Mine was slow. I did think I picked some very good women to have children by, but my children, we wasn't nuclear. I'm sorry. We had different types of issues going on with our children. We wasn't nuclear shit. We possess the power. They get together. They don't play no games about their sisters and brothers. But nuclear, we was no. I'm gonna tell you why. The school system was not working with me the same way. Okay. Let me tell you this why.
I wish we had another chance.
But the nuclear part of it, right, is that we didn't have a microwave. We didn't have microwaves to produce no nuclear energy all in the house and all that other shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna need you to stop talking about this fucking nuclear bullshit instead of just saying, hey, a commonly good family that was in the household, but not do your thing. Hey, I told you, educated. So am I. But he just breaks it down. But no, I get you with a strong foundational home. I understand you with that. And it's gotta be well rounded within that foundation. Moms and dad, have to have that secure love and that the way to show the children how a mother's supposed to love a father, how a father's supposed to love a mother, how struggles can come, but they stick together and they work through it to make it happen, how you have to make sacrifices to make sure that y'all have what y'all want and still stand together and love each other and have fun and find ways to have fun without all the extras at times. And that's deep. I understand that. That's good.
Well, you just tutored your own horn.
Yeah.
Because you just broke it down and came up with your own remix to it, man. So,
I just sometimes I'm gonna do that throughout the show. I want y'all to know that here and there, because I love that my partner, Mr. Pujani, hey, he can take you on another level, and then he bring you back. And when he bring you back, I get my chance to enlighten you on the way that some of y'all didn't understand it, but I'm gonna bring it to you and still talk to those of their little high standards, America, I'm watching y'all too. Did y'all see that ass whooping the Commanders took today by the Patriots? I don't give a fuck about him in the preseason. Get mad. I don't care, y'all. Look, forgive me. He's a diehard Commander fan, but hey, that 100-yard punt return. Don't let that shit happen come regular season. I'm dead ass serious. If that boy come back and do it again, I swear for G. Look at here.
It's not even.
I don't give a damn. There we go again.
If you wanted to be on the Only Take show, that's all you had to say. I get it. I got it. If that's what you wanted to do, if you wanted to debate it over there, we could have talked about that. But this is the voice of an average man.
You got that. I'm just saying.
He wanted.
I had to say that because he be getting on me about my team, but we ain't mentioning nobody's team because I'm just saying it just so happened that that happened.
It's okay. After this, we can definitely go. Over
we
to the
got-
voice of the average man. I mean the. I'm sorry. We can go over there to the Only Take show, and we can go ahead and let you express your feelings. But right now, we can get back to these
Yes. Forgive me,
romantic.
you got it. You see how you just chastised me? That's cool.
Nah.
You see that? That's that bullshit.
Cause I'm letting you have it right now, but when you get over
got
there,
you.
this is the whole nother ball game.
I
But
got
that's okay.
I got
And this is gonna be the next thing, cause it follows up to the last question. Because if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
If 80% or more females are divorcing or leaving their marriage, right?
Oh, you about to go there? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I had to break
You know
it down.
what? Hey y'all.
If that's the case, how can we even get back to that?
Well,
And furthermore, my part 2 question to that would be, well, I'm gonna let you go ahead and answer that, and then I got you a question with that, because this next one's gonna fuck you up. I'm trying to do.
well. Say that again.
If 80% of females, and this is not even black, white, this is all females. If 80% or more are leaving their marriage, you feel me? How can we secure the nuclear family? Or get back to that nuclear family?
We need to find out the source of what went wrong. We need to find out what is it that not meeting her uptake of what a family means to her. We need to find that. Once we find that, we can correct that. And we have to correct that within her and within the child. Because sometimes a child could be feeling some type of way and make a mother feel totally different about you. She could love you today, but if that child feels a certain way and he or she comes at her with that, like, hey, I don't know, Mom, I think we should, hey, Mom, get to thinking. Things can happen. So I want to say, yeah, trying to rebuild it is hard, but you have to work with everybody within that family. Everybody got to get that help that's needed, get the understanding from each other. Have to rebuild all as long as you can. You can't text it. No, put the phones down. Because phones become a problem when you're trying to fix something in life. They distract you, take you away from everything that's really important. And sometimes we don't recognize that until that important thing that we had right in front of us is gone. And they ain't trying to hear shit you got to say. Definitely because, number one, what you trying to say it on is on this phone, and you already know that phone was what caused y'all to not even be right now as y'all were supposed to be, Or it could be that, it could have been that tablet or iPad or something that took you away from y'all to just being elsewhere. That's like a woman or a man that likes to drink, smoke, other type of drugs. Is addiction And you got to find a way to cut that addiction away. Take the lifeline out of it, period. Take away the drugs and rehab it. Sometimes you got to rehab a family because they got to be rebuilt within. Not new characters, just rebuild, remodel. You know, mom got to know what it's like to still love dad again. Daddy got to know what it's like to really love mom again. The child has to know how to respect and love their parents again, because a child can lose love for everybody, including itself. They're not expendable to it. They have to know that, hey, if y'all feeling some type of way and it's making y'all hurt, of course we're gonna hurt mama, gonna hurt because she's a mother, she nurtures. So it's so many corrections you gotta make happen and make sure the rebuilding of it so that foundation can become stronger again and you be a family that's on point with each other. Cause she gonna want to build as everything with you again. You gonna want to build everything with her. So y'all able to work, come together financially, and really sit down and make some real things happen in y'all life again that y'all probably lost because that wasn't there no more.
I mean, it's hard to even get to that point nowadays because most guys are not trying to even go down that route because they've seen so much of it to a point where it's now so much of this, hookup culture. So we're not really building anything based off of relationship, anyways. Everything's sex based, so like if we do go out, it's just because I chose to say, hey, you want to go here. It's not because I genuinely wanted to take you out on a date. You feel me? It's because if I felt like I needed to get access to you, now I gotta do X amount of things in order to gain that access. You feel me? So instead of it become a shivery thing, now it just becomes a transactional thing. It should never be. You feel me? And that's so much so is because we don't want to actually get to that point where we feeling like we're being overused. Now, mind you, we know we're being used as men. Actually, we get to a point where sometimes we don't really care, just as long as we know we're getting closer to the bag, which is mean closest to whatever we want from you, whether it's love or whether it's just sex.
Or whether it's both.
The nuclear thing is so, it's so of a need, especially in these circumstances, because things are shifting so much where people don't even know the example of it. Because you look at this. If you think about it, how many big mamas and how many granddaddies that we really got in this world right now?
Ooh, wow. Not many. I'm gonna be honest right now. Not too many. And if they are, they going through it, barely making it. You know what I'm saying? Or they on that addiction to something that's not needed.
Right. And God rest, anybody's parents, God rest anybody's, grandparents, any of that nature. But when those family trees are exempt in this world, you lose the example of what love is, because they showed it to you unconditionally.
True.
Where you seen it regardless. You didn't have to go outside and look for love, because you knew, if anybody that loved you in that house, Big Mama did.
She did.
And she loved you a particular way. You feel me?
Great.
Like, she didn't treat you like you was, anything special, but the way how she treated you made you feel special.
Right.
Because she gave you that type of structure. Yeah, she gave you love, but she was stern about it. just like grandpops. Oh, he loved, but it was just in a different way. Oh, he loved, but it was just in a different way. You seen him, you knew what it was, and if he came in that room, he wasn't gonna chew his cabbage twice. So, and that's one old one for you. Like he don't play. So
Yeah.
and those was the roles where you knew, okay, damn. Pops, he can go to work, come home. He got it played. Wife give him a kiss. Shower's already hot and steaming for him.
That's the
Food
good shit.
already
Yeah.
on the table. The kids and already got, they shower before you, so your shower's still hot enough for you. And the kids just ready for you, waiting for you. So when you get out of the shower, everybody can sit down and eat as a family.
Ooh. That's a high magnitude right there.
Where is that? Because when that was around, forget the structure. That was more than structure. That was the generational love that we was created right there. Right there at the table. Because we took that table for granted. Just sitting there. It's because right there you was been able to express yourself, but learn how to express yourself. We was learning proper etiquette right then and there.
Yeah, we were.
And we didn't even know it. Certain things that we would think that we can get away with doing at the table, we wouldn't do. And that actually showed us how to actually carry ourselves out in this world.
Yeah.
So whenever you sitting up there throwing shit at the table and stuff like that, you knew granddad, he wasn't playing that shit. He was going to pop your ass in your motherfucking head.
Pop the shit out you.
Mom, she probably going, yeah, hey, put that shit down. Don't do that. But granddad, he ain't going to play with you. See, if you still got mom in the house, the most mom going to do is stop doing that. And after a while, when you get too big, look, you too big to keep on yelling at your ass. Fuck it now. Do what the fuck you want to do. See the difference in the structure? Like, that's why I say the nuclear family is everything in this world. We need that. And that's why, basically throughout this whole podcast, for the remainder of the night, that's what I'm going to really be preaching, especially from, these questions on questions, because this next one is going to hit a little deeper. If black females wouldn't pick average men, right? What's the alternative?
Chinese.
Okay.
Exactly.
You want some Asian persuasion?
No, man, so I guess Spanish. Mexican, Spanish.
No, I mean, it's no choice. I mean, at that point, because they'll want us shit.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Why the fuck should we care? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go for it. Yeah, I would say island girl. Yeah. Spanish, whatever. Latino, Puerto Rico. You know, it don't really matter to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so much like, if you don't want us, what the fuck you think we should just go ahead and be thirsty? Because if we thirsty, now we fucking weird.
Right. And
you feel me? So it's like, you got all these different buzzwords for if a nigga express his liking to you.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me? It's like, oh no, yeah. Oh yeah, he was just thirsty. He was just this. Why the fuck all these dumbass buzzwords for a man just to express that he like what he see? What the fuck is wrong with, like, I've never seen it. You can use so many buzzwords on how you felt, how he came at you. But we could never say shit like that as a man.
Hell no.
Never. Which is crazy. Which is ridiculous. Now, do I want our black men to sit up there and seek outside the box?
Yeah.
Yes, if it comes to the point where y'all is not wanting to accept who we are.
Mm.
If you're not willing to accept us, why should we settle, like y'all say, for waiting until you come back to reality?
Mm.
Because I feel like so many of you are in this delusional state that you can be poor and you can get this $1 million man. You can be middle class and you can get this 1% man.
Yeah.
You can be a billionaire and you can get this 1% man. Females, I'm really going to tell you this right now.
Mm-hmm.
The more money you make, the harder it gets to get the man that you want. Because you're more masculine in that field. In whatever field you get. Whenever you had that most of the drive because you want to drive to get that next dollar, that's a masculine trait.
Mm.
Yeah, a man, he will admire your ambitions and how hard you work. But if it's not an effort to you trying to build a family or build something with that man, 1%er man that you looking for, he's not going to tolerate that. And guess what's going to happen? You'll just be added to the list of females that he thought he could have potentially, and then he moved right on. And then what you're going to be doing is, well, realizing that you had an opportunity with that high value man, but now you see that you can't have that high value man because you don't even have the qualities to even obtain him.
You're right.
So now you gotta resort back to a lower value of men, where now you can feel like you can dictate him and you can control him because he's not on your quote unquote level.
Mm.
And now you feel as though that, okay, I can treat him this way, I can, but nah.
Mm.
What tends to happen is, because he's still a man, regardless what type of dollar you make or he makes, he can even be an average man. They're not going to tolerate any of the shenanigans that you're trying to pull. So what you're going to do is you're going to learn eventually that it wasn't the men that you were dating. It was the person in the mirror. So when it comes to that, that's when you have to have that wake-up call and saying, damn, I fucked up. And now I have to invest in myself and doing better. But only time can tell. Now, moving right along, tell me, what was your age when you had your first ever love?
Mm. My first ever love?
Yeah.
Damn. I was 14.
And my next question behind that would be, if you can go back and reset, mine is resetting the kids stay.
Mm.
Right? If you go back and reset history, the kids stay. Would you go back to your first love? Or you're not sure? I think you would go back to your first love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yours.
Yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gave it to you. Did I say the name? Did I have to say her
No,
name?
I don't want you to say her name, please.
Oh, that's
no,
the
no,
part.
no,
Okay.
No.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I don't need you to say her name. But this is not about name dropping.
Mm.
This is about specifically
ideal
questions.
Yeah, my first
If
love.
that person knows, that person
we did high school together. She was cool. She was good people, you know what I'm saying? I knew her before high school. So it was like,
High school sweethearts, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, you know, she was. Yeah.
She was all that.
She never gave me the pussy. Never gave it to me. Never gave it to me. You know, what was crazy is that all that, tried to do all that. She was just like, she wasn't with it right then at the time. She wasn't with it right then and there. So, you know what I used to do? I said, okay, cool. I respected her. And within that, it made us become on a different level of respect. I didn't even do it, you know, so I tried to get her to do it. And she was there, though. She was on her with me. But when she got to that point that she decided to, she went to do some things and she came back. And I found out, yeah, she ain't just looking all nice and beautiful and thick no more. It's, yeah, she's letting that shit that kitty talk to you. And I'm like, what all that? I was a man.
You was ready to go back to the Mummerlands one day?
Man, I went there. I told y'all, she was a thick one. I like that thing. Beautiful.
No, that's right.
Man, I was singing songs of African pride in that thing. I swear for goodness, I ain't even know. Like I said, that's why I said don't sleep on big girls. They're flexible as fuck, and she was, but she was, yeah.
You know what? I ain't been sharing all day. And I'm gonna share mine, but it's gonna feel fucked up because I don't even know. You know what? I don't even remember my first love. Nah, for real. You know what? I'm so fucked up. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't even know if I had one.
Damn.
That's how fucked up it is. I don't even know if I had one.
Hey, but it happens though. I mean, you just didn't. No one didn't make you feel like, or yeah, you know if it was your first love.
No, I mean I would know if my first love. Yeah, I mean, of course I had, you know,
girlfriends
and people who I've, you know, felt somewhat of a attraction to, but to actually, you know how like you had that dying love for that person. Like at a young person, I've never experienced that. I haven't experienced that until like as of late, where, you know, when I felt like I couldn't go days without this person. You feel me? It was where you knew it was so much of a deep connection because the certain things that person did for you. You feel me? It's just the little things, and that's basically what it takes, especially for a man. It's not only take a lot. You be taking the little things, like, you know. I really don't want much. Like, men, we are simple. Like, we take the simplest things. Like, you give me a sandwich, you know what I'm saying? You give me a little bit of, like, give me 20 minutes of just dead silence. Just let me just have my brain thought process or whatever.
I might even hop on the game for the 20 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
But just give me that.
Just give me my little, you know, my little minute, my little, you know, let me brainstorm my own thoughts, and then I'm going to come back and reset to you. And then we can, you know, if we don't have that time, and we don't have that communication, things would be off. But luckily, I was able to have things where I didn't even know that I wanted. I didn't even know these things that I actually needed.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. And it's like, that's when you knew that you was in love, where you was able to get things that you even fucked up to a point. Like, you messed it up. And you knew when you messed it up, you were so hurt by it that you knew you just so prone to fucking something up because you never had something that good. And you knew right then and there, if it was something that good for you to feel that emotional about, you knew that was love.
Yeah.
Because anything else you wouldn't even give a fuck about.
You didn't give a fuck.
So right then and there, that's when I knew for a fact I was in love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think, and my next question would be to that, right? Especially when it comes to love. What age would you say it'd be too young for love?
Woo! Anything that's under 17.
17. Um, yeah, I mean, in a way, I feel like maybe even like, well, they say times are different. I don't think it's really times different. I just think people are just seeing it in a different light, and they just want to monetize everything. I feel like we are all in that same bracket where we all start to feel emotional feelings and stuff like that at 15, 16. And maybe just that for me, from my experiences, because, you know, I genuinely had people who I had genuine love for, but I did never have a first love thing. You feel me? So it's like for me, it's kind of a little different. But for others, I can kind of see how maybe you could in that bracket where it's like the 15, 16 when you start to, you know, sexually indulge yourself. You feel me?
I believe it.
Because if it get to a point where a female would do the utmost thing just to go out her way for it, man, and vice versa. You feel me? So, and I ain't gonna say that's the main quality of love, but it's a component.
Yeah, very much. Very much. I love my component.
So, you know,
Damn. You know, I get that too.
you know, it's really about, you know, the two individuals, because you always hear the term high school sweethearts, and I say it like this: more relationships last longer when you and that person was the only people who shared each other. And the reason why is because you have shit to compare it to. You can't never say, well, you know, Johnny had a bigger head, but you know, DeLon, you know, Tay, he was a little bit thicker. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that. You don't have that. Oh, Shawty down there, her ass was fat, but her breath stink. Or you don't have the, oh, Shawty, you know what I'm saying? Shawty jaw like, you know what I'm saying? She got a jaw like Torch, but
oh yeah,
she ain't all that. She ain't all that.
Yeah.
Like we get the mixture of both sides, where it's like, if you can compare and start to compare all these different bodies, which one are you gonna find for you? But if you have that one person, it's like you don't have to compare yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, one thing I want to say, right? What was the craziest thing you did for love?
Damn, I got so many things.
Just name one, because I'm sure you did a lot.
Shit. Damn. I traveled from DC. So I think it was either North Carolina, South Carolina.
Was that love or was it pussy? Which one? You sound like you was getting flown out.
Hey, no bullshit. Hey, nah, but no, it was love. It was love. No, I'm gonna tell you, that was love, but that was transportation getting there. The one that made me say that about some love is I had my oldest son's mother. I used to go way out Waldorf to see her and walk that joint from DC to Waldorf.
You know,
I ain't give a fuck how tired I was gonna be. None of that.
Don't even ask. I ain't gonna ask.
Yeah.
That's his legs. I get it.
Yeah, I was strong as shit, but
you strong, motherfucker, ain't the word.
Hey, she. Oh my goodness.
Was it that good? You know what? I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. All I want to do is crazy thing he ever did, and this nigga took a fucking walk from one town to the next. Now, mind you, I can't complain. I did it before, but I did it in increments, motherfucker. You did it, however, on some straightaway shit.
Straight away. Highway, all that.
You know what?
That's what I did. I did it.
Okay, I'll tell you what I did. I felt like the bitch. Oh. Woo! Yeah, y'all ain't hear that part.
Told y'all.
Y'all ain't hear that part. Okay. I felt like the young lady was gonna leave me, so I stood outside, and I had that boombox on top of my head, outside her bed, and that song played. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight.
Hey, it's a hell of a song. Shouts out to the singer. It's a hell of a song. But
yeah, that was y'all crazy night because I was
sat outside, y'all. I know I walked. But he sat outside the house with a boom box, y'all. And proceeded to
I was singing with that motherfucker. If you think you're lonely now.
with a boombox singing the song. Boombox singing the song, y'all.
Wait until tonight.
And while he's singing the song with this boombox, he's passionate.
Yeah. But you know the fucked up thing is, I still ain't never get in. But I learned my lesson because I knew that was some crazy shit, nigga. You went at 2:00 in the morning thinking your black ass was gonna actually get a door, some type of like anything in, motherfucker. And then first of all, bitch, you out murder. The fuck type time is you on? You in somebody else's community with your loud ass fucking music blasting. Nigga, fuck you thought you was in a movie? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I was out wild. I was wild. Have you ever got into a deep depression? It was hard to get the fuck out of it. About love. I don't want you to go too deep into it now. I don't even want you to bring their name up,
Yeah, I took that walk. I took it, and she did me dirty after that. But I took it.
Who ended it?
Man.
Okay, I guess I got that answer.
Man.
On what grounds?
There was no grounds anymore.
God damn.
Fucking grounds no more.
This nigga was up in the air.
Man, it was just.
It was a long time, man.
Long time.
I get it, man. I definitely get it, man. I mean, that.
You know what? My palms itching too.
It's coming, don't worry.
She it was worth it. You know what?
Was it worth it?
At that time? Yeah. Yeah, it was at the time. At the time it was, And then when we found out that it was all a facade for her to be able to still be doing, do the things that she really wanted to do.
Do you think that was based off of, your actions, or do you think that was her premature, or what she actually intended to do anyways? Or do you feel as though that maybe, just maybe, I love that ran this course?
To find love? Do I think it has outrun its course to find love?
Do you think what led from that has either A, ran its course, or it was based off of her wanting to seek the next best thing? Or it could have been just based off of the actions that you chose?
I'm gonna say, yeah, it could be. And the ones I chose in life is when you're young and you meet some female, beautiful young lady, and you just allow yourself to be like, and she said, "You, come here, you the big kid."
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say for me, I've been in that one. Yeah, I've been in that one. And it had me singing, "Girl, I love you. I miss you," and all, man. I was in so many. I destroyed your love, man. I was. And it's like when you actually go through some type of hurt, right? And then you actually put hurt towards somebody else, right? You're in a mix of emotions because you start to question what you actually did. It's like you start to say, was that shit even worth it? And it get to a point where y'all both can never come back to that first and that emotional tie that y'all had, because you had broken that with the trust. Because now either she nor you trust each other. And now it just becomes just a lustful fuck thing, where not even the sex is even passionate. Yeah, she fucks because she's horny, but it's never as emotional as it was when y'all was actually together. It's like, yeah, you fuck me, but you can't hold me like you used to. Now it's just like a casual, Well, maybe, if we don't put ourselves in those type of predicament where they will actually lead up to that, maybe we don't have to actually succumb to those, deep depressions. And I don't feel like it's so much based on whether she did something or you did something, you feel me? I think most of that shit becomes based off of communication. And if y'all two don't communicate with each other as what the wants is, because most of the things be wants of why you even do the things that you do. It's like if you don't get the things that you want out of the relationship, you seek that thing somewhere else. And what tends to happen is, once you start to seek that thing outside the relationship, that's what breaks the relationship. Intends its non-existence. But let's move right along. We're getting right down to the last couple of questions, man. We had to. We moving, huh? We getting a little deeper, huh? Getting a little deeper, huh? I know that's right. Almost here. Um, is it strange that chivalry is no longer a thing in society today? Or should females expect the chivalry just off the hucks? Or you not sure?
Mm.
The chivalry, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it dead today, or is it?
Ain't no damn chivalry these days.
Okay.
Everybody afraid of what's going to be. We're just.
I get it. I get it. I get it. We just going through it. Just going through the motions, man. And chivalry is dead, and I think overall because of the culture, because of feminists and a multitude of other things, that's what probably led things to be what it is. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's dead. Can it ever get back? Of course, it can actually get back, but it's gonna take its time when it runs its course. But moving right along to the last question, right? Let's get started. We had to get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I got some good ones for next time. But the last question.
Okay. Yeah, I be acting. I'm gonna respond. I'll just be in my own little mind, y'all.
I know you be in your own little mind.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. We got more shows coming. You know what I'm saying? We can't give them everything right now.
Okay.
Just get a little deeper. Let's see, just a little deeper. If you're on the first date, okay, and you don't feel as though that the date went as planned, whether it was the vibe was off, the date was just off, period. It wasn't a blind date, so you vetted each other properly, but y'all just didn't have anything in common. And you don't somehow think that you're going to secure a second date. Not so much even sex period, but just a second date. Do you as a man feel as though that you are obligated to pay for that meal? And mind you, it's the first date. First date, ain't nothing going good. You paying?
Mm-hmm.
You still paying?
Mm-hmm.
You're a better man than me. Well, he's a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a gentleman when it sees fit, right? If we genuinely, tried it, but it just didn't work genuinely, then yeah, I see no fit to, paying. But if you came in there and you already had an attitude on 10, or you just had a fucked up day and you just, basing all the energy that you had from where it came from and then applied it on me, oh no. I'm gonna tell you right now. Whatever the fucking bill was, baby, fuck splitting it in half. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you. On the first date, and this is just me. I don't know about anybody else, but just me. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna give me something cheap any fucking way. So I already know my shit ain't gonna come no way but $20 any fucking way. 9 times out of 10, you probably looking for burgers, steaks, fucking ham, chips, and all that shit. Baby, you can have all that shit. Because guess what? When I say, oh yeah, I just had this in that drink, get ready to pay that $150, baby. That's all I'm going to say. And I think, you know, I think that's about good, you know, about a good 6 show, right? Ain't it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got a good daggone 6 show. My man pulled through. I know that's right, man. My man came through in this motherfucker. I tell you, man, look. And you know what? You know what? Fuck that. Cause I was gonna let it end it off on this, but I got one more thing for y'all. You know what? And this is the first time we probably gonna do a little bit more like this, but I want y'all to just take a listen to something, right? Mind you, this is not my show. Shout out to the No Flugazi show. You feel me? We're going to start to do things where we take bits and parts of, you know, the things that we hear on, you know, different channels, and we want to get our, you know, reaction, our takes on these things. So, the first and ever edition of this will start right now, so you will be able to get that first wave of it. We'll start to be a little bit more, you know, I guess informal about this.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, moving right along, I just want y'all to just take a listen to it, and I want to actually get your opinion on it. Okay. All right.
Why do men pretend to be happy and cheat?
Why do men pretend to be happy and then cheat? You know what? That's one of them I can't answer, because if I ain't happy, I'm going to cheat. In life, I've done that. I've learned that I've done that in my life. It had to be that I was not happy. But if I'm happy, I mean, I don't give a shit about what's going on outside or whatever. Any of that, you know? But an unhappy man can be a person that just ain't found happy in his home. It's hard to say because I don't get it. If I'm happy, I'm not going about to sit there and do anything to try to fuck that up. If I ain't happy, I'm still trying to work it out, but at the same time, I'm going to tell her, I'm not happy.
Well, what led you to that unhappy spot, though? Because it had to, that had to come from somewhere. Like, it had to been a turn in the relationship. Sex.
Communication.
There we go.
Number one was my communication. I'm going to say, not sex, not my number one, but communication and not talking to me no more, not giving me a little bit of time. That right there, throw it all off.
And I think they don't actually understand when it comes to how we take that as so much of a value. Now, you ladies might take it as, oh, all you want to do is fuck. All you want to do is this and the third.
Yes.
But you got to understand.
What the fuck?
No.
All I want to do is shop.
You just got to understand. We want to only do these things with you. These are the things that I don't think they tend to understand. It's like we take our time out to actually express how we feel within the relationship before we even cheat, if that's the case. We tell you right then and there, hey, I want this. On weekends, I know during the week you be, X, Y, and Z, so I don't want to bother you as much. But on the weekends, hey, every day we should be getting it in. You feel me? If y'all have somewhat of a structure where, okay, you want to get your little rest days. But you got to understand, if days upon days upon days and going into weeks and shit where we not even touching each other, who the fuck you think I'm going to be touching? Myself? Because eventually, myself can't please myself all the time. I'm going to get some type of urges And then those same feelings and those same urges of you touching me in a way and, you know, what you do, the fellatios and stuff like that, when you get to those moments and stuff like that, and I feel like, damn, that's something I used to get from my wife, and I'm not getting that no more, or my significant other, and I'm not getting it no more.
Right.
Now I feel like, damn, okay, I expressed this to you. I told you how I felt. What the fuck else should I do? Okay, can't tell you no more. Can't express to you no more. You don't want to hear it. So now what I gotta do? Gotta go out there and go get it. But you pissed off because now you seen something that you shouldn't have seen. But hey, we didn't already had this conversation. No reason why you should be fucking pissed off. We had this conversation. You knew what it was. But this is where you feel as though, oh, we didn't never talk about this. You never said that. No. Men don't just cheat. 9 times out of 10, he done already told you in many forms. But for somehow, some way, y'all still act like y'all never got that memo. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
That's it.
It's just crazy. Man. Hey, man, that was a nice show. Any other topics that really hit a nerve tonight?
Yeah, you know, I want to piggyback off that last one. That was deep right there. Because I was saying something, then you made your point come across, which was great. But you pretty much summed it up for me with everything that a man, and that's the vice versa.
Oh yeah, of
It
course.
can be flipped because why would a woman who says she's happy still want to go out and cheat? And if a woman knows that this guy is who she say is like Superman to her, make sure she's good, make sure the household is good, whatever, then why would you still go cheat? What is really out there to make you really want to still go cheat?
Okay. You ready for this? Because I think this is where...
Go.
Loyalty runs by the dollar value when it comes to a female.
Ain't that a bitch? My bad. My bad. Yeah.
I'm sorry to be so blunt about this, but regardless how much love you have, y'all think that y'all have connected, if she's of any sort of the average female that we have in this world, if she had an opportunity with a nigga like Drake, and it was between you or Drake, I'm sorry, nigga, you'll be on the fucking sideline by yourself. And then your girl would have been left with who? Drake.
Right.
Now Drake got your girl. So, yeah, females' loyalty runs by the dollar amount. Sorry. Not all. Most. Sorry. Just gonna say most. So, it's a little bit different. Because, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Men, we can have the baddest broad or even the slummiest broad, right? And
right.
we will still treat her and cherish her the same. As opposed to the female, motherfucker, you bum me, she just gonna treat you bummy. But nigga, if you got money, guess what? She's submissive and all types of shit to you. See, their loyalty runs by the dollar value, not anything else. So that's what I said. Don't get that part twisted. Don't get that part twisted. And I'm sorry. I'm just more so you know, I just think logically about things. You feel me?
Yeah.
Especially in this economy and the way how this modernized world is. You feel me?
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's kind of crazy, you know. And I don't want to feel like I'm dragging or putting or boxing the majority, but this is what I see, and the numbers back these things up. The majority of them out here, it's just not a good value to a point where you can say that you are marriage potential or wife potential. Yeah, you can say that I want this, that, and the third, but let's just say if you met that $1 million man right then and there, are you really ready to become a wife? Being as though that you have modern traits? When you start to really ask all the real questions, like what can you do for a man? What can you contribute to the man's table? Rather than you saying that you are the table. So, you know, until we can fix all these generational curses and these problems, I don't know. I don't know. But it was a lovely episode.
Yeah, it was. Thank you all for joining in. I know I look like I be nodding off and shit, but hey, I be on some, not no drug. But I just be having a thing on my mind, and I be just getting from work when I come here, so it's cool.
You really gonna tell these people what you guys do? You know what? Thanks for watching another episode of Voice of the Average Man. It's one of the double doses of the host, Bougetti. I am honored and thrilled by the man who sits next to me. And it is Small World 2-3. Hey, in the place to be. I can't wait to see y'all, talk to y'all the next time, man. And I'm telling you, we can only get deeper. Only get deeper. I mean, not Diddy deeper, but we can only get deeper.
Right, exactly.
We can only get deeper.
And by all means, y'all stay together, love each other as family, and pray together. Bring that back, man. Bring prayer back together inside families. You know, sit down at that table, pray together. At night, sit down with your children, pray with them. You know.
I got a challenge for y'all. You know, and this is what I challenge everybody. And I'm gonna start to saying this every day. I challenge all the black families to start to come together. And if you want to post something, instead of posting all this TikTok twerking ass and all these different dances that we do, and all these food channels and shit like that, and the things that we create and stuff like that, I want to see a worldwide thing where everybody, and mainly our black culture, but everybody is taking videos of family Sunday dinners where all the families, kids, everybody is sitting down eating. I don't care what type of environment it is. It can be the slums of the slums. I just want to see united families eating together. With big smiles on their faces.
Big smiles.
And with a smile to go away, I'm going to tell you this right now. It's been an honor, a pleasure. Thank you for watching another episode. Be blessed, be pleasant. Love, peace. I see y'all, man.
Yeah.